So yeah, so no, whatever. I'll just draw it on this layer. All right, but first I'm gonna put in a color swatch, just that way I can easily color pick without having to like look for like subtle shapes or whatever. All right, so yeah, and then so the snake does not hover in a weird coil next to the monk. The snake and the monk are good friends. Good friends. So let's yeah, let's just so let's plan this out. So I kind of like the idea of like the snake coming up and like slightly coiled up around the adventure. I don't know if I necessarily want the snake to like cover up the adventurer's head though. Like in the quote unquote concept, it like wraps like right across the adventurer's forehead. But I don't know if I need it to be that much anymore. Because like that was basically like when I was like running out of like places to put the snake because I thought the snake had to be much longer. So what if instead the snake like kind of just like came up like that and like it did like it did like hug up around the adventurer's head a little bit, but if it primarily like wrapped around the neck, we do want that, and then I might wrap around the head. We'll see. So yeah, so oh no, I know what we'll do. Yeah, so the snake will come back around like that, and then it'll come down, and it won't be coiled so tightly either, I don't think. So it'll come back down and around, and like so then it'll come down around like this, because it's like back down and around the other side, I guess. Does that read though? Like I said, I think this would be like basically the whole snake at this point. So the idea is that it comes, this is the tail, and the tail will be like, of course, like flicking back and forth like it was before. It'll be like waving back and forth. But then it like comes, so it's like it's hooked over the player's wrist, and then it comes down, and then drapes back around the player, and then up over their shoulder, then up around here, and then I guess like a snake wouldn't really be comfortable with that because like snakes tend to coil. Oh, and also this exposes too much of the player's torso. Like I was saying before, the player's torso is supposed to be covered up primarily by the snake. So, oh yeah, so it won't be quite like that, but I don't know. Yeah, we can do fun stuff like that, I guess. So like, so it coils around this way. Huh. Now I'm gonna coil it around the other way. I'm gonna coil it around the other way. So maybe I'll have like a snake mohawk or something. Maybe like what if? Oops, I didn't mean to delete all of that. Just this stuff. Maybe the snake will like come up over your head a little bit, or like maybe the same thing but just on the other side. Yeah. So what if the snake's head can like live here, and it'll come down, and then like around, and then so then it'll come down and around your neck like so, and then come back and around, and then come around here. So maybe it'll yeah, so maybe like this your back arm will be supporting like its tail a little bit, and then so it'll actually, yeah, what if it was like snug against, how thick is the snake? It's not that thick. So what if it went snug against your neck, and I guess it would still, yeah, no, it is still pretty thick because this is like the midsection of the snake too, so it's gonna be like thickest here. So it'd be like that, I guess, kinda. Be like about that thick, I'd say. And like I'm drawing with a really light tone right here because this is the tone that I'll want to be using eventually, but like, so it's a little hard to see the shape. The shape will become clearer once we shape will become clearer once we add in the shading too. I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to get like the, oh wait, what if it wasn't tight against your neck? Maybe that's the, because I'm not trying to make the the character to look to. Oh, sorry, I zoned out of chat. I was not answering chat questions. I do that sometimes. I apologize. So yeah, what was the last question I answered? I answered the question about how many games do I write. What would be the next? What would be next when I end making this monk? Oh, after the monk, I have a long list of things to do after the monk. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna just catch up on your questions real quick. This is my backlog. If anyone's curious to see, like, I mean, it's all in code and like it's not gonna make any sense. Like, it's not gonna like it might give you some hints as to what's coming up next, but it's not gonna make perfect sense as to like what all of these things mean. These are like this is my list of like things and things that are in the future, the things that I have to do. Oh, I'm working on the monk now, so I can put that in the present. So the future is the things that I'm working on in the future. The present is the things I have to do like right now, or like the things that I'm working on now. And then the past are the things that I've done already, like the snake, for example. And then micro, those are like little things that like I'll want to do eventually, but like I'm not really worrying about right now. Like I do those things. That's like this is basically like a list of reminders, like not really like to-do list. And then limbo are like crazy ideas that like I might want to do at some point, but I like for various reasons I'm not working on them right now. Uh, what what a character will be the best in your game? Um, you mean like the max level character? There's no max level character in this game, or there's always a max level character, but that max level character will always get replaced by another character because like, so right now it goes adventurer, archer, mystic, brigand, cook. I don't the step after the brigand is like I don't know what to call it. I've been calling it the cook because that's like what I've been calling it the whole time, but it's not it doesn't look like a cook. Um, the cook, the farmer, which also doesn't look like a farmer, the standard bearer, which is the one that we just got converted from, and so now the monk, and then I'm gonna make something else after the monk. Jan, yeah, Jan is actually what I was thinking of when I was saying that like these things aren't gonna make sense. Jan is going to be a command for the chat GM to travel from one destination to another. So right now the GM can teleport by like saying like let's go immediately to this location. But if we don't want to teleport, if we just want to like start moving in that direction, the chat GM will have like a yawn command. So they'll say yawn, and then they'll say like whatever text they want, but they'll include the name of one of the locations in our game. Sorry, my eye's like itchy right now. They'll say one of the destinations in the game, and then like I'm gonna put together like a list of like if you're in this location, how do you get to this other location? And it'll be like a complete list. So like if you're in the mountains, how do you get to the village? And so the answer is like you go to the snow. No, you don't go to the snow. From the mountains, you go to the cave, and then actually you could go to the snow. You go to either the cave or the snow, and then you go to the river, and then you go to the village. And so the yawn command is like the chat GM doesn't have to memorize like the exact path through the transitions. They just say like yawn village or whatever, and then the game automatically sets up this list of like traveling like transitions and stuff. Yeah. So that's what that'll be someday. All right, what are these other questions? I can draw and talk at the same time. To make my game, I started from making textures or code. I did code first. The game was entirely text-based at one point, actually, and then I even talked about like once I had the game fully running in like just in like on a chat basis. I talked about like just keeping it chat only, like just keeping it entirely like a written sort of thing. I don't really like this shape, so I'm definitely gonna redo it again. But yeah, I talked about that, and then maybe I should do this the other way around because there's a million things I can do with the head, but like the tail is like. So yeah, so the one thing that I was thinking with the tail is that I kind of did like the tail like draped over the arm here. So what if it comes down and then like, but then where does it go? It can go back around the character, and then around this way. Maybe yeah. So maybe the thing that I was doing wrong before is that I was making it too tight to the neck. So what if it was just like looser and just like came across like this, and then then I could do like the head wrapped thing that I had it doing before. Like I could have it come up around like this, which might be fun. I don't know. We'll see. So it could come up around like this, and then it'd be a little thicker than that too. Oh yeah. So so I definitely started with code on this project. I mean, you can like you don't like that's not like a rule that like you have to start with code on a project, but like for this one, I just so happen to. Uh, yeah, because the oh wait, that's the new follower. Nice. Kyozumo, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, the yeah, yawn like yonder. Yeah. I think yeah, it's like yawn is like I guess an archaic word that because like all the chat commands in this game are like archaic words like hark and like hither and like like low and like I don't know. I'm a nerd and I find that stuff amusing. So oh wait, this should be this should be further out. I was like, why does this look weird? It looks weird and superficial, but yeah, it should be it should go further out and then yeah, and then come back around. Actually, I guess that doesn't totally make sense. So maybe actually wait, maybe I should have it come like more like it's like yeah, because like it doesn't like if it was like I had just drawn it, it would have been like constricting the head and like just in order to stay like that, like I don't know, gravity like would have. Anyways, so maybe it should actually come higher up, and that covers up less of the head tattoos, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, so more questions. There was at least one more to make my game. Oh no, okay. Oh, I answered the question. Oh no. Have you think so yeah, adding quests to the game. I think the game has like 30 something quests that I've written so far. And then the other thing is that it's also there's also there's also a bunch of quests that I haven't written, which is to say there are a bunch of quests that other people have written, because I made like a form where it's only for people who've played the game and who understand how the game works, because it's a little tricky to write quests for the game, but yeah, there's like a forum where other people can write quests for the game too. So a number of the quests that we have in the game actually were not written by me; they're written by other individuals. I think this is good. I think this like hits all the notes that I was like hoping for with like what I wanted like the snake art to be, and yeah, because like the snake is very prominent, and it like covers up the adventure mostly. But the nice thing that I didn't even really anticipate about the torso is that I now have room to do more torso tattoos. Like I thought I was gonna not have any. I thought like the snake would be covering up like basically everything, but no, we can actually like go in there and doodle around on the torso a little bit. Yeah. So so let's so how does this compare? So this snake does look a little bit longer, but I think it's like an illusion. Because I think like you just don't see as much of the snake this time around. Oh, the snake is a little bit thicker. So this is supposed to be a little bit thicker. Actually, let's thicken it up. Yeah, let's thicken it up like that, and then let's thicken it up here as well. Like so. Oh yeah, if I make the snake too thick, I'm going to lose all that canvas that I just talked about. But no, this should be good. And then yeah, this is the tail of the snake, which will be flitting around. Like it did before. Oh, so I can make the tail of the snake a little bit longer too. Yeah. So color pick here. Make the yeah. So the thing is, I'll probably change the now that I have the snake like this, I'll probably change the like I was planning on doing like the ball and chain thing before. But it doesn't really make as much sense now that the snake is like following some of the same like lines. Like it follows like the it like hangs down from the hand and it wraps around the back of the player, like so. So yeah, I might want to come up with something different for that. But yeah, that's not a problem. I am kind of a word nerd. No, totally. Linguistics article on. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I started to read that. Right, because like no, totally, which means yes. No means yes. um, no, totally. New Yorker. Do they have their stuff online? I forget. Yeah, there we go. I think I did start to read this. Alright, so, yeah, I'll add this to my list of stuff to check out later. It's just language. Yeah, I just like. I'm not literate. Like I like when I'm asked like what languages do I speak, I say like I know some English, because like I don't know, like there's so much that you can know about a language, and like kind of like with programming, like I I can program the way I can like speak, and like you can understand what I'm saying, and I can write programs that run, but like I'm not like a diehard. Like I don't know literally everything about the language. Like if I was like quizzed on like English, I would pass hopefully. Like I'd hopefully be able to speak English, but I wouldn't pass with like 100%. I'd pass with like a I don't know like a high 80 maybe. So like I don't know like yeah I have respect for people who really like because yeah, I do have a lot of I do find it really interesting like the history of language and like the origins of language. And whenever I like realize that like two words like have the same like share the same root, like how yawn and yonder, like things like that like amuse me. And like I yeah. And so like when I started coming up with commands for Trusty Bard, like I was like, wouldn't it be funny if Trusty Bard spoke in like an antiquated sort of way, like if the language I don't know. So I have fun with language. But I don't consider myself like a languagist or like whatever a linguist. So, for example, a linguist probably could have come up with the word linguist, and not guessed languagist. Yep, yep. Case in point. All right, so uh, so yeah, what did the snake face look like? Oh, the snake face was a little fuller. I might want to bring it further out too, so I won't worry about the face just yet. Because I might want to actually bring the snake head for. I think the snake head feels like it's a little far back, and then the neck is a little bit twisted. But yeah, we can fix that. Uh, uh, Thank you, Fred Assassin. Um, Actually, funny you should mention that. My secret shame is that I. Oh yeah, yeah. So actually, part of the whole me not being technically literate thing is I stopped reading books at a certain point in my life. Like I used to read books. Like I read books for school, and I even read books for fun. Like I actually read a lot of books for fun when I was like a kid. But then like I don't know, I didn't do this intentionally per se, but at a certain point in my life, I just like stopped doing that. I just like it had been so long since I read a book. It's been like distressingly long. I think actually by some people's definitions, I'm probably illiterate. Like it's probably those things where like if you don't do something for like if you don't drive for like 7 years or something like that, or like what is it like there's like if like usually you just have to like I don't know. It's like or I don't know. Maybe I'm making this up, but like isn't there like I think there might be like a thing with like your driver's license where if you don't get it renewed like enough, like you have to go like if you keep it fresh, like you don't have to take the driving test again. But if you let it lapse and then you want to get your license renewed again, like you have to go through extra hoops because you're not technically like a driver anymore. You like it lapsed and you have to like take the driving test again, something like that. I might be making that up, but like I've kind of done that with language and books. Like I haven't read like basically at all for the past like long time. Like I'm literally talking like a decade at least, which is funny because like I spend most of my life reading, or like I spend like most of my free time like I'm reading. I'm just not reading books. So like I don't know. I feel like that almost counts for something. But then like yeah, I also at the same time I'm yeah, I'm kind of illiterate. I'm kind of technically illiterate, kind of, in that I just don't read literature. Uh, so secret shame, or I guess it's not my not so secret shame at this point, because I'm not quiet about it. I don't regret it either. Is the thing like it's not like I feel bad that I don't read books. It's like it's kind of like I don't know. I someone asked me the other day if I think I'd ever like continue my education, like if I'd ever like go back to school, because I graduated from college, but I haven't done any like postgraduate. Well, no, it's not that I haven't done any postgraduate work. It's that I never really got a postgraduate degree. Like I took I took some courses after graduating, but I never completed another. Like I never really went for anything. I just took courses for a little while when I was like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'll take courses. um, but then I did at a certain point I did know what to do with my life, and so ever since then I've just been doing like stuff with my life instead. So like I mentioned this because I feel kind of the same way about books. Is that like if I ever like ran out of things to do, sure I'd read a book, but like I like nowhere on like my list of things to do is like book reading, and like I'm never at a lack of things to do. Like I'm always like reading other things or like doing other things or like having a life and like I don't know. There are some people that I know though to whom I would never say that, whom I would never admit it, and if they ever asked me about a book, I would make up a book and like pretend that I'd read a book. No. No, but it is, I don't know, it is one of those things where like I feel like a bad adult. I feel like I'm not adulting correctly by doing this. I'm trying to make it look, I really should stop what I'm doing because I was trying to make it look like it was coming down over the shoulder, but it doesn't look like that at all. I should just go back to like making the more simple swoopy shape because that, yeah. All right, so let's go back to making it more simple swoopy shape. Yep. That'll be better. The things that come down at exactly this angle are like really awkward for me because this is the angle that like usually determines like shaded versus not shaded. And so when things are at this angle, it's like what do I do there? What are they shaded? Are they not shaded? Are they shaded on both sides? Or like how does that happen? So first I was like uncertain about that, and then I tried to do like that like shape thing, and like that was not a good idea. Alright, so it won't come down over the ear, but it'll come right up to the ear. Oops. I should not be spending so much time on the snake either. Because for one thing, I could change it. I could change my mind and be like, no, the snake should be shaped like this other thing instead. But for another thing, I'm not like, it's not like I'm making it that. It's not like I'm making things great by doing this. I'm just kind of like fiddling with stuff at this point. Oh yeah, right. So let's make it a little rounder out. I keep making it really flat for reasons I don't have. Like yeah, for reasons that I don't have, by which I mean by accident. Like not for reasons. Um, Alright, this is fine. I'll stop poking at it incessantly. Because I want to do the torso tattoos now. Now that we can have torso tattoos. And and I need to animate the snake a little bit too. Can I make a character wait, books can be sorry, just catching up on chat real quick. Books can be fun if you cool down the shame. Yeah, right? Like I have a Steam library of like hundreds of games that I haven't played. And like if I haven't played those hundreds of games, like how on earth am I going to justify reading a book? Like if I was a writer, like I'd probably feel the other way around. Like how on earth could I justify playing through hundreds of games when I have like an entire library of books to read? But yeah. Oh, okay. This shouldn't be covering the face quite so much. This part, yeah, I'll just stop drawing this part because I'm not going to make it look better. It's fine. It looks fine how it is. Yeah, and then there's the people that like read like that, right? And then they can just like eat through books, right? Like they can go through a book in a weekend, and I'm like, wow, what? How? What? It takes me so long. Like when I try and do it, like the times that I try, because it's not like I never try. It's just that like, yeah. I found out recently. Apparently, there's like a feature of like Amazon's like book stuff where you can have the audio and the digital version and like the ebook version and like switch between the audiobook and the ebook version, which like that I don't know, that might that might be something that I could do. I could at least try it. Like maybe that's like what tips the balance back to reading a little bit. So the tail animation. Yeah, I guess this is fine for one of the frames of animation. I'll exaggerate it slightly. Uh, uh, oh no, what do I do with this, the tail? I'll make the tail actually slightly longer because I'll need more room for animation. Yeah, so it'll actually come down more like that, and I will animate it. Uh, uh, um, yeah, I get really disrupted when I try and read. Like I'll start reading and then I'll have to stop and then like remembering the page number and stuff like that. Like in a physical book, like I don't know, like with games, like with the games I play, like I there's usually like a save button or whatever, so I can just like hit save and like close it. Like I don't play that many games like without that don't like auto save for you. Like most of the games I play are like on mobile or I don't know. So for me like it's like convenience is a huge factor. Or is it's like a big it features prominently in like my entertainment routine. Like oh my gosh, I've gotten so spoiled lately that like I can watch a show on my tablet and I can just turn off my tablet like while the show is in the middle of the like just in the middle of the show I can just turn off the tablet and then I can just like call up the same show on my computer and it'll be exactly where it left off like when I close my tablet. I'm just like stuff like that is like I don't know if books could do that. Like if books had like a little dot on the page, like a bright dot that just like moved across the page like where you had read stuff, then like I could probably like read a book a lot easier. But uh, uh, maybe that does exist. Maybe someone has invented that, and if so, then maybe I should get one of those so that I can like become a literate human being again. Because I think that's what it'll take, honestly. All right, so just for the lighting shading thing, I'm just gonna extend the lighting across here just a little bit. Like that, I guess. And then, actually, maybe I'll beef up the snake here just a little bit. Like right here, just a little bit. I'll just thicken it a bit here, and that way I can do more with the shading too. I can, actually, what do I want to do with the shading here? I guess I'd want to. Oh, the snake draws over the hand slot. So anything I try and put in the adventurer's hand, so if I'm gonna put something in the adventurer's hand, I should probably put it in like this hand back here, because like otherwise the snake will draw on top of it. I hadn't really thought about that either, but that is definitely a consideration. Oh yeah, I don't know, I could like, that doesn't really make sense. I was thinking I could like light this. Yeah, I could. Actually, maybe I will keep this part shaded, and there'll just be like a hint of lightness on the back from like where the snake is catching light in the other side. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I also don't need to use such a sharp brush for it because it makes it look a little awkward. Yeah, that's fine. Or something. I don't know. That's good enough. Okay, and then yeah. So let's. So what else? Oh yeah. So the tail animation. Yeah. So yeah. So most of this is. Oh yeah. I was gonna fix up the head too. Actually, let's. Yeah. I guess I might as well just connect this back here. I like that you could see like the very tippy top of the head, but nah, that's not. It's not important. I'd rather just have the snake well rendered. Right, because the other thing I was saying is I want to make the snake's neck a little bit longer up here. Because it doesn't look like the snake's looking forward. It looks like the snake's like looking like off in that direction, but I want it to be like looking forward, like with the adventure. So, so let's just extend out the snake a little bit further, and the head will just be like here instead. Actually, no, maybe I did like it better before. when it was like this. Yeah, I think this is fun. I just like the positioning, which is maybe not a great reason, but I'll just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll make this work. So what does the snake head look like? Yeah, like that. Actually, I'm just gonna copy and paste the snake head. I mean, I'm not gonna keep it exactly the same, but like, oh wait, no, I can't do it from that layer. I can do it from this layer though. Actually, I'll do it from the layer with the tongue out. Because that's adorable. Cute little snake. Oops, wrong layer. From the familiar layer, copy this and paste this here. Oops, a little too much of the selection boundary is clipping off the other stuff. So let's get rid of some of that. Yeah. And then, is that good, or should I bring that up a little bit more? Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got the shape of the snake's head the same. Oh, and I'm still... Oh, it's because it's too far down. Yeah, okay, so this is good. We'll do this. Yeah, okay, this is good. And then, so let's connect the... Oops, let's connect the neck back together again. And... Yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah. So I won't pull the head further forward. I'll like curl it. I'll curl the neck a little higher up, like this, instead. Yeah. And then I guess actually there would be a little like there would be a little extra shading here, just because like how tightly curled the neck is at this point. So actually, yeah, maybe I can bring it out even further. Like so. I think like a little bit like that. It's really hard to see with this background. Oh, I should probably change this background color. I like this background color is like not really important for anything except that it's supposed to contrast with the snake, right? That's literally the only thing it actually has to be doing, and it's not doing that right now. So let's yeah, let's darken it or darken it, I guess. Yeah. So apparently it was a little bit sloppy with some of my coloration earlier, but yeah, it probably doesn't even have to be quite that dark. Like this is better because now I can distinguish between the snake a little bit better. So let's copy that onto all these background layers. Oh wow, look at all that schmutz that we got going on there. Oh no, I know what that's from. Oh wait, no, I know what that's from. That's because I'm using flood mode sampling on the image instead of the layer. Alright, so that's what some of that was about. Some of it was like real stuff, but that's better. Okay. Alright, there we go. Deselect, and yeah, so I do have to clean up some of this stuff there. Because that's just, I legitimately drew the wrong thing in a few places. Scroll up. Why is it not scrolling up? Please scroll up. Scroll for the life of you up, please. Please scroll up. No, not that. Rubble. Scroll up. There we go. We got it. We did it, you guys. We scrolled up. Which was apparently really difficult. Will this game have a Polish language? Only if you add the Polish language to it. No. Localization? I don't know. No. I can say almost certainly no. Because, well, actually yes. Yes and no. Both. Blurgful. No, I'm making up a word because, right, so the way this game works, it's told by the GM. So if the GM is telling the game in Polish, then the game is in Polish. If the GM is telling the game in English, then the game is in English, right? So in terms of like the prescripted quests, like they could be any arbitrary language. I guess like hypothetically, yeah, no, so it'd be easy actually. So the game's already in Polish because if this game were running in a Polish speaking channel, which this is not, this is an English speaking channel. The language of this channel is English because that's the language I speak, and I am the this is my channel. So so this is an English speaking channel, so the game is running in English. If this game were right now running in a Polish speaking channel, it would be running in Polish. And all of the quests would be written in Polish, and so on and so forth. Um, so it already is in Polish. In fact, the game is in Polish right now, except that it's not because it's in English. If that makes sense, which it doesn't, but whatever. I don't like answers that make sense. I like answers that are, I don't know. I like you. I don't know. I don't like answers that make sense. Just trying to get like the curve of this to look not too like. It was looking a little too like just perfectly round, which was weird to me, and now it looks a little weirdly angular. So let's see if we can't find something a little more organic and natural looking. That could be, yeah, whatever. It's just a balance between those two. So this is fine. We're gonna keep it like this, and then let's erase this bit, which was not supposed to be there, and then yeah. Oh, I'm cheating. I don't think I'm cheating. What will I do with this game after Ludum Dare? What do I do with this? Oh, right. Right. I get listed on the Ludum Dare site, right? And so, right. I forget about that. Oh, yes. Okay. So funny story. This game was originally started for the Ludum Dare November challenge, I think it was. Whoa. Oh, that water bug is still here, isn't it? I just saw the water flicker at the bottom of the screen. So that was at 2:37-ish today. So yeah, one of the things on my to-do list is the river flickered out for a frame. So I've been trying to keep track of whether it's still happening or not, and apparently it's definitely still happening. So it happened at I'm just jotting down the timestamp because if I want to go back and review it in the video archives, I'll want to remember that. So 4:17. I mean, the good news is it doesn't happen very often, but the bad news is I have no clue what's happening. I have no clue. We looked at it the other day and it didn't. This is a bug that happened a long time before, and we fixed it once, but then we changed how the environments render and stuff, and so now the bug's back. But now this time, I don't know why it's happening this time. So I guess we'll find out at some point. All right, so it's just for a single frame, which makes no sense to me. I can just do the same thing I did last time, which is just bump it up by a single pixel. Bump up the tolerance by a single pixel. Although I think that bumping it up by a single pixel would be technically wrong. But it might not make a difference, so maybe that's fine. I think, I don't know, if it's if it's messing up for a single frame now, I could just mess it down for a single frame. No, I could just right, so last time what was happening is that it was anticipating the change in the environment phase one frame too soon, and so I just pushed it off. Although as far as I could tell, it was actually correct in the first place, but I just pushed it off for a frame. And oh wait, no, but this wouldn't make sense for environment frames because, or excuse me, this wouldn't make sense for phases because we're not in the process of transitioning right now. We're just in the middle of the environment, right? Or maybe we just finished. No, we didn't just. Or I don't know if we just finished transitioning this time. We might have just finished transitioning this time, but last time we were not just finished transitioning because I looked it up and the positioning of the environment frames would not have made sense for a transition. We were clearly in just we were just out in the middle of no particularly remarkable phase of the it seemed like an almost completely arbitrary point of the the cycle. So I'll have to look into that. I think it's just the river and the village, and then I guess the pirate ship too. It would just be the environments that have that special layer that moves separate from the other layers. Um, okay, so let's why snakes? Why snakes? Like, why am I drawing a snake right now? Or like, um, it was a very timely question because right after you asked that question, we had the river reptiles quest. But why I'm drawing a snake right now is because I just felt like it. I was like, I'm gonna draw a snake, and then I did, and here we are. Uh, so yes, and then I drew a snake, and now we have a snake, and now I'm gonna animate the tail, like I said. Which would actually be so I'm happy with like most of it right now. Um, one thing I'm gonna do is yeah, all right. So first I'm gonna copy like all of it and put it on each of the layers because like there's gonna be animation to it, but like it's not gonna change dramatically in each of these layers. Oh, so does that look like the same snake? Oh, actually, I think I made the snake a little too thick in some places. I think I made like in my effort to beef up the snake. I think yeah, because the snake doesn't actually get that thick here on this other one. Whoops. So actually, let's before I copy it over other places, let's actually trim it down a little bit. I went a little too far. I was just having a little fun with the beef, snake beef, 100% pure grade snake beef, delicious. No, that's horrifying. I should not have said that. I grossed myself out by saying that. Yeah, just like subtle changes, just like here and there. I'll just like narrow it down slightly, which is nice because it'll cover up a little less of the adventure in places that I didn't want it to be covering up the adventure as much. So good. So good. Oops, I like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do here. I like this like ear place, like, I was like, I could just not figure out what the heck I was trying to do, or like what on earth I was like trying to accomplish here, but it just dawned on me. I want it to like, I want it to come like back around. I want it to come like, back behind the ear. Like with the lighter tone specifically. So, oh, so I should bring it down actually. I should bring it down a little bit, and then back and around. So like if it went back and around, it would be like this. So that's not going to be like that. Wait, so I'm even drawing it like that. So it would come like this, except also like this, I guess. And actually, it doesn't even need to be. I don't know. That's fine. I spent too much time on that little patch of snake, anyways. So, yeah. So in thickness, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. And the neck is not nearly as thick. At least not. It wasn't before, so it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be this thick now. The neck used to be a lot thinner. Funny the little things that you miss, because I think like at one point like part of it was like slightly too thin, and then I just like started beefing it up like all over the place and just ended up making it like way too thick. But there we go. That is a little nice because like yeah, it got to the point where like I was trying to make it thick to get it like correct, but I was making it like thicker than I necessarily wanted it. So excellent. With the tail, the tail is even thinner than this, yeah. So, excellent. Excellent. Alright, good. Good then. Although now, of course, I need to I need to just touch up the outside lines because like now it looks a little bit slightly too the shading lines are a little too thin because I brought in the sides. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? Actually, I'm just going to chop off the bottom part of the tail in the effort of getting this part correct, and then I'll come back and make the tail nicer too. Alright, am I going too thin now? No, that's about the right thickness for the snake. Actually, maybe a little too. That's actually a little too thin. So let's dial it back slightly. So erase. Oops, not erase. Lighter tone. I think that's about right in terms of how thick we had the snake previously. And then, oh yeah, so the tail got a little chopped. Uh, yeah, okay. I think that's better. What about? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh right, up here actually. Oh, this part's kind of an illusion, because like this part is actually supposed to come. Oh yeah, yeah. So this part, yeah. I did mean to earlier when I added shading here. I did mean to add shading here. I didn't mean to add it quite like I did though. I only meant to add like a little bit of a nip, because like this other mound that we see in the background, like right underneath the chin of the snake, is actually the tail like wrapping backwards around the back of the head. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, excellent. It's funny the little things that you only notice here and there. So blammo, trim snake, trim down quite a bit. Alright, so familiar, select all, paste. So yes, the snake's in a very different position, but hypothetically it could be the same snake, hypothetically, maybe. We'll see. Hey, Kiyozumo, how's it going? Welcome. So yeah, so we're working on SideQuest, and actually we're playing SideQuest at the same time. SideQuest is the game that's happening down along, on the bottom of the screen. It's also what Trusty Bard is talking about in chat. Trusty Bard is the storyteller of SideQuest, so to play along you can follow... Oh yeah, Frodis hasn't answered the question too. So yeah, that is the current, the mode that we're in. Oops, whoa, what just happened? Oh, wrong layer. Wait a second. Oh, I pasted on the empty layer instead of the background layer. Oops. So actually let's, alright, so let's paste onto the familiar layer. Up here, like so. And then let's, oh, I haven't pasted the chest part over. I was like, why is the torso missing? But it's like, because it's still the silver armor, and now the background is also the same color. Alright, so, cut this, and then paste this here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna safety save these, and then let's copy the chest layer 2 over too. So copy chest layer 2A, paste. I mean, I'll want to do this again once I've done the tattoos, but just to see the look together. And yeah, so the animation of the snake, like before, the snake's head is gonna bop just slightly. So in these frames of animation, oh yeah, and also we can get rid of the snake tongue, because the snake tongue will still flick out in one frame of animation, but not most of them. Oh, so I guess I should mention, I don't take suggestions on this game, so so please stop, actually, if you wouldn't mind. It's not that it's like it's literally nothing about the suggestions. It's that I'm working on this project independently, so it's a solo project, so by the very nature I'm not going to be taking the suggestions, and so it's actually just more disrupt. It's basically just spam me in chat to have the suggestions rolling around. So if you would be so kind, I would appreciate that. And I do also zone out a lot. So, but yeah, if you say my name in chat, I'm more likely to see what you're saying. Asado, hey, how's it going? Welcome. So it's nothing personal. I'm gonna rinse your chat, only because, like I said, it's actually it grates on my nerves, and it makes it harder for me to work and focus if people are constantly like derailing the conversation in the chat. So again, it's nothing personal. I just this is the state of affairs, and you're welcome to participate. And yeah, okay. Yeah, so for every frame of animation except for one of them, the snake will not be sticking its tongue out. So like for here, it's actually for the first frame, the one that we originally drew it in. This is actually one where it will not be sticking its tongue out. So we can just get rid of that, and then actually, yeah. So then. Oh yeah, actually. Oh yeah. Huh. So let's So I'm gonna recopy the head to like the tongueless head over to this layer, because this layer is like similar to the other one. Oh, and then erase that, and then how many lines of code is this project? Last time I checked, it was 4,300, so I'm guessing 4,500 lines. Uh, Unreal Engine is the least free engine there is. Like Unreal Engine, I think is the only like free engine where like you actually have to pay for it. Um, like every other engine like has like a mode where you literally not literally every other engine, but like a lot of other engines have like oh huh wait I guess oh I just had like a spot of discoloration on the snake for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but I'm just gonna patch that up real quick. Oops. Probably just wasn't paying attention to that. Actually, I didn't render this part down here very well. I'm just gonna go in with like a yeah. Unreal has a licensing option where you don't have to pay up front, but you do still pay for it. You pay for it in licensing down the line. You pay for it in royalties down the line. Like you pay like a percentage of your profits. So yeah, Unreal is like the only engine that doesn't actually have a free option, basically. And when I say only one, I mean like uh, I don't know. Like when you're talking about like popular game engines, like pretty much most of them have gone like at least partially free, but like Unreal is the only one that basically hasn't done that, which is just I don't know. It's just like little things like that get to me. Like when whoops, little things like that get to me when like there's a fact that's like vaguely true, but like mostly untrue, and like someone posits it as like, hey, did you know? I like no, that's not true. I was like I'm like physically incapable of letting something like that go unaddressed. Um, that was probably one of my favorite trolls, Protospasm. That I just like couldn't like there was nothing in my brain that like could register like what was happening in that moment, and so like I just had to like shut it down. I just had to like turn it off and like just push it out into the world, like away from myself and my person, because it was just like hazardous. It was like hazardous waste in the form of chat participation. I don't mean to seem too harsh, but like in some ways I kind of do. All right, so for these other frames of animation, we're gonna tilt the snake head up a little bit, because the snake head just like bobs a little bit up and down. Oops, not like that. It just bobs up and down a little bit as you walk, because of gravity and stuff. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, there's a pixel grid. That's adorable. That's really weird to see. I don't know why seeing it like that with the pixel grid is so weird, but it really is. All right, and then so yeah, so then actually, oh, I should have done that. I should have done that differently. Because yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Right, I meant to do it on the layer that had the tongue because I want the tongue to come with. Uh, oops. Oh wow, that's completely the wrong button. First, I could tell from like my sense of where my fingers are located in space. I could tell I was hitting the wrong uh, modifier key, but I didn't realize I was hitting that wrong modifier key. That wasn't even a modifier key. All right, so wait, I just want to move it up one click. Yeah. All right, so now let's smooth this out, and then I'll use a finer brush so I don't accidentally like cover up the eye. And all right, so yeah, just something simple like that. So like between the two frames. Huh. Actually, the head looks, now that I've done that, the head looks like misshapen in this frame. So actually, I should probably just change like the shape of the head a little bit. I actually like this head a little bit better, so I'll just change the shape of this one. So like just have like a slightly squarer jawline, I guess. And then also like not come up as shade as much. So like that, I guess. Oh, except actually, oh yeah, so then I guess the head shouldn't be quite so flat up here. It should come up a little more. So like, oh, and also the neck should be involved in this motion. And I like this neck better, so I'll bring up the neck here. Oops, not that far. Just a little bit. Oh, I just kind of undid what I did with the jawline a second ago, but whatever. Yeah, so it's like Yeah, it's just a subtle little like bob, like doot 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 doot. Okay. Uh, so yeah, so let's bring up the shading just a slight bit more here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty close to good, I would say. Just gonna, yeah, okay, good, good, good. So now, yeah, so now, so now let's copy this back over here and copy. Did we tweak this? I think we tweaked this slightly, didn't we? Yeah. Copy this one over here. Yeah, there we go. All right, good. So the head. So now the tail animation. Deselect. So the tail animation. 6 hours and 30 minutes until Ludum Dare. Closing in. This is the final stretch. Weekends or the coffee. Nice. um, uh, all right, so yeah, right. So the tail animation. Tail animation. It'll follow like a similar pattern as before. It'll just kind of like flick back and forth. So like this could be like if this was one of the frames of animation. How'd it go? Yeah, how's the animation go? It goes like it should be curvier. Or yeah, no, I don't like this as a frame of animation. So I'll start with the first frame of animation will be it can be similar to this, but it'll be more like it'd be more like it'd be more S shaped. It'd be a little more like it'd be like a little more like not that it matters, but like I kind of want what is sorry, no, this really doesn't matter. But like I want the frame on which the snake like sticks out its tongue. I want that to be the same frame relative to the sway of the tail. Cuz like I don't know. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, but I just want that to be the case. So right, so okay, so the frame that is flicking out the tail is the one. Okay. So this frame is supposed to be okay. So yeah. So again, that's frame 1A. So okay. So that stayed the same actually. So I should follow the same pattern. Is that this one's curved. This one's curved back. That one's curved. That one's curved back. Okay. So this one should be this one should actually be further this way. It should be like out, like so. It should be like curved, like out and forwards a bit. Like that, I guess. And then, yeah. All right, and so then the next one, this one will go. Where's what layer am I on? Yeah, I'm on. Oh, I have the selection thing. I was like, why can I not draw? And then this one will go. All right, so that one goes like out like that. So then this one will come back in the other direction a bit. This one will come back this way a little bit, but it'll be like kind of. This one will be kind of S-shaped. This one will be kind of like this a little bit. It's like, so a little bit less like that. A little more like that. So like that, then it'll be swinging back in the other direction. Then on this one, it'll be like, this one it'll be hooked in the other direction. It'll be like out this way. I'll have to the width and the length. I'll have to adjust to make sure that's consistent. Because that this one got suddenly very long. And then this one will be this one's actually kind of close to how it is, except I'll bring it in a little more this way and a little more a little more S-shaped. kind of like this, I guess. Kind of like that. Wait, it's too... I can't tell what I did to this one. I think it's too long and like too thick in places and too thin in other places, or I don't know what I did to this one. It's still on its way. It's not quite there yet. Alright, so maybe something like that. So like chew, 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 chew. Just like, I don't know. So that's like the snake tail animation, I guess. I don't know if that's what snakes actually do with their tails, but like that's how I picture snail takes snake tails moving. So yeah, let's make sure that the thicknesses are consistent, which they're not yet here. They're a little too thin here. Oh wait, but not just consistent across these frames, but consistent with the previous snake image too. So yeah, I think this is good. To make sure it's the same length. So yeah, it looked a little thin here too. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Ooh, this one actually got too thick. It only needed like a little bit of extra. Just a little extra. Actually, maybe it didn't. Maybe it was just this first frame that needed more. Yeah, no, that looks good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's clean this up a little bit and shade it, and then I think we're good to go. All right. So yeah, so shading. Shading will come down around the outside here. Oh yeah, look at all this chat I'm not paying attention to. Wait, how did we shade it before? Yeah, pretty much like this. Alright, a lot of that was event text. Yeah, I know, I just realized I've been not paying attention to the chat. Can I give you 2 experience? Yes, I can give you 2 experience by having you play the game and earning 2 experience. Holy monkeys, your PC totally crashes when you change the volume. Fun. What? Thank you, Sogom. I'm gonna rinse your chat now because you did because you like thinly veiled a curse word around the chat filter, and also the innuendo. The innuendo. Nothing personal. I'm not gonna ban you. Why do people take it so personal when I rinse their chat? I mean, like, if you don't want your chat rinsed, like, don't say things that are inappropriate, right? I didn't actually ban you this time, right? I just rinsed your chat this time. Maybe if you thought I banned you, then yeah, I guess that reaction would make more sense. But no, it's just, it's like if you don't want your chat rinsed, like, don't use curse words, and, like, don't, like, make jokes about, well, I won't even go there. You know what jokes get banned. You know what jokes get rinsed from chat. And like, yeah, to reiterate, it's not even a ban. It's just it's like your chat has been read. We trust you to be we trust you to be a responsible chatter. You know, responsible enough chatter. However, we don't need to see that thing that you said anymore, which was not quite appropriate for this channel. So yeah, no, it wasn't because of your joke. So I mean, your joke like was like, yeah, it helped. No, the reason I rinsed your chat is because you just like, if you know that a word is gonna get caught by the chat filter, and so you slightly misspell it so that everyone knows what word you mean and you say it anyways, I'm going to rinse that because you're just working around the chat filter, and that's annoying to me. If you do it enough times, I will actually literally ban you. And by you, I just mean a person who does this. So that shouldn't be a surprise. That shouldn't be a surprise at all. It's not like the chat filter is there by like some mystical power. Like, I put that chat filter in place. So like, if you think like if you want to know like what is appropriate to say in chat, consider the chat filter. That chat filter is in fact exemplary of what you might not want to say in chat, and the other way around, like what doesn't get caught by the chat filter is potentially something that could be appropriate for chat. Yeah. It's the funny thing about like saying things on the internet is like I think I can't for the life of me remember ever getting banned from like anywhere. I honestly don't. I can't recall a single instance where I was banned from somewhere. And like the reason I say this is funny is because it's so easy. It's not like I have magical powers where I don't get banned. It's that when I go to places, I wait, I see what other people are saying to get a sense of what's respectful, and then I only say what's respectful. I don't like say like inappropriate things. It's not a difficult thing. It's really easy. But I guess it's one of those things where if you don't think to do it, then like, you're gonna have a very different experience. Is that the right length for the tail? Yeah. That's good. Okay. Um, yeah. So I didn't expect how much moderation I would have to do. Like I'd been told like horror stories about like how the internet is, but I did not understand exactly how much moderation I would have to do when I decided to start streaming. That like of all things, like that might have been the factor that actually convinced me to not start streaming. Like if I had known then what I know now about like how much moderation would be involved, like that, if anything, is like that's the only thing that like I don't like about streaming is having to moderate the chat channel. Um, like if there was like an auto moderator, or like if people were just naturally good, then like that'd be exciting. Uh, um, so sorry, I'm just banning Sogom for fun, for fun, for fun and profit. By profit, I mean if I ban him, I won't have to spend as much time moderating, and time is money. So, banning Sogom for fun and profit. Uh, I'm just kidding. You're not actually banned. I mean, you were, but you're not anymore. Okay. Um, uh, Asado, you are quite a chat participant. You've got it down. You got this thing figured out. Um, uh, Oops. All right. So the shading, it got a little inconsistent here with like this part. Again, this is like a subtle detail. And it's probably not gonna make a huge difference, but like, oh, and then I pushed it a little too far in the other direction. All right, somewhere like that. Ah, still too far. I really shouldn't worry about like such subtle details because like in the grand scheme of things, like no one's ever gonna notice this. Uh, but I'll know it. I'll know it's there. All right, that's fine. So then, yeah, so I'm back in the other direction, and yeah, and that'll be good. I Yeah. So then I'll have to figure out what the rest of the monk is about, because like if I stop the monk, yeah, if I don't, I want to give the monk something else. I'm pretty sure, but I don't want it to be like a like the first thing that I thought was like a staff with like a thing, but like we just had the standard bearer, which was like a giant staff with a flag. So I don't know. I don't think I want to go back to that quite yet. I want to. I feel like that would be like a little too similar to what we just had going on. So then, in terms of what else though, I could still use the idea that I had, like the ball and the chain thing. I'd have to do it a little differently, um, but it'd still be doable. Oops, that kind of changed shape a little bit. Do do do. So, yeah. Oh, wait, why did it? Oh, like the top part changes shading in a weird way. I was like, what is happening? Um, yeah, this should be fun. I really shouldn't spend so much time on these little details because they're not going to matter. But like, I do sometimes. I do sometimes spend time on them anyways. But no more. That's it. Good. Good, good. So we got new snake. So a new snake looks like so. Do, 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 do. Oops, sorry, I'm doing a really bad job of flipping through frames, but yeah, you get the idea. Oh, right, and the torso tattoos. Yeah, let's do those. All right, so save these. I could export the snake at this point, but I'll do the tattoos first. I don't need this anymore, though. So if I wrote up a precise rules of your chat room, uh, yeah, that's the reason. That's actually the reason I don't, because I don't want to encourage the use of moderation tools. Like, I use it. Like most of the time. I'm using moderation tools. Not most of the time, but like half the time I'm using moderation tools. I'm using it like in a joking fashion to counter troll like Sogom. Like when Sogom gets trolly, I just troll him back with ban tools. Which maybe that's a bad habit. Like maybe I should be a little more. Maybe I shouldn't like. I don't know. I try and do it in like an educational way. Like I try, like I use it jokingly, but I also use it to like call out instances where, you know, whatever. I in general, I want it to be actually very difficult to get banned or to get like any sort of like yeah. So the reason I don't the reason I specifically don't have like any requests for like, you know, if this happens please ban this. I mean the thing I will say on occasion is the only way to get permanently banned from this channel is to harm another person. And actually I also freak out whenever moderators use the ban command, because I don't want I actually want to be the only person to like literally ban people from this channel. I'd want other moderators. Well, no. I mean, I guess if someone did something truly heinous, I would trust like if someone did something truly heinous and another moderator caught it before I did, then like I guess that's a fine time to for like a moderator to use a permaban. But yeah, in general, like the reason I appoint mods is because basically for that situation, like only in the case that something literally like completely heinous happens, only in that case would it be appropriate to use those moderation tools. So like yeah, so like and I think that's mostly what happens. Like, you know, I think like the mods for the channel typically, like, you know, if something like just really beyond the pale is uttered, then it comes in. Then yeah, okay. So wait, so the snake is done. Oh yeah, chest tattoos. Let's I'm gonna use like this frame of animation to draw the chest tattoos, because like the tail covers up, like in this frame of animation the tail covers up a little bit of the chest. So I'll do it. I'll draw it here, and then I'll transpose it to the other layers. So yeah, I don't even know what I plan on doing with the chest tattoo exactly, but it probably won't necessarily make sense. It'll probably it probably, yeah, the chest tattoos probably won't be like justified or like making specifically much sense. I'm basically going to do with it like what I can given this space. So chest layer 3, let's add a new layer above this, and like what do we actually have to work with here? Whoa, wait, what? Wait, why is nothing drawing? Why is nothing drawing? Draw, you stupid. What the crap? New layer. Color pick here. Oh, it's color picking from the wrong stupid mode again. Stupid. That's my least favorite thing about. Yeah, because like, okay, so we see a little bit of the chest here, but we don't see that much of it. Like we only have like this thin canvas here, and like this up here. So so yes. Oh, we did already define like what the tattoos look like on the shoulder. They look like, oh yeah. So wait, I should use the correct tone. I should use the darker tattoo tone, because like yeah, we already know that on the shoulder there's like a circle on the shoulder. And then so we have the neck tattoo, which isn't really visible anymore. If you want to troll me in particular, A much better way to troll me is on Twitter. Trolling me on Twitter is like 10-10, like would get trolled again sort of thing. Trolling me because like I don't have to moderate Twitter, right? Like that's not my job. My job is to moderate chat. And so if you troll in chat, you're just making my job harder. If you troll me on Twitter, you're just being a troll, and I can enjoy that, right? So, yeah. You can try and post a link. It's gonna get deleted by chat. Um, do do do. Uh, all right. So, if you, whoa, what the heck? Oh, weird. Okay, yeah. Sometimes my stylus freaks out and like doesn't work, and I just realized what's happening. It's actually I use the same mouse to control both of my computers, and if I leave my cursor on the other computer when I try and use my stylus, it actually is trying to control that other computer. Like when I don't know. That's weird. Even though my tablet only corresponds to this monitor, I don't know. That's just weird. Uh, um, uh, all right, so yeah, so we have the shoulder, and then yeah, I think we will have fun with this with these tattoos. So like I don't know if it'll be visible at all, but like we'll put more like yeah, maybe some of it'll be visible, like oh yeah, and we can actually give more tattoos, right? Because like this whole process has been about like gaining tattoos as it goes along. So it can be like I don't know, arbitrarily some around the neck, like more around the neck or something. I don't know. And then oh yeah, so I mean there's nothing really on the shoulder that we would have to add. So like I guess not really anything there. Although actually we could add, like there's no reason that we couldn't like add more tattoos, right? So if I felt like adding like that there, I could. Um, so yeah, so what would the chest tattoos look like if we just had like the whole chest to display? I guess it'd probably be like something in like the middle of the torso. Oh, I'm using the wrong tone. Should be using the lighter tone. Or should I? Maybe I should use the darker tone there. I don't know. So there'd probably be something like in the middle of the torso. Actually, it'd probably be closer. It'd probably be higher up on the chest, though. Um, and then, maybe there'd be like other lines like radiating from it. Actually, I'm gonna hide the snake for a second. Oh yes, because that's not what I was picturing at all. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna hide the snake and like draw. I'm gonna like sketch in like a rough pattern, and then, whoa, the game just crashed. That hasn't happened recently. That's that is not a common occurrence. What just happened? Argument must be. Oh, I messed up one of my blitting things. So Pygame graphics blit. Wait, what? I didn't get rid of all the pygames.rect, apparently. I left one of them in by accident. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to. Oops. I don't think I was supposed to leave this. Oh, yeah, yeah. I got rid of the second two terms, but I didn't get rid of the pygame.rect. Whoops. I was supposed to have deleted that. So, yeah. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I'll let the script cool off for a second, and then I'll restart it. I guess it just we hadn't. Yeah, it was like we hadn't transitioned. Yeah, this crash only happens when in transition phase 6 of the transition into the snowy environment, and we just hadn't had that until just now. So sorry. Okay, so yeah, I guess like actually yeah. So I guess technically, if I was gonna draw in the like what the rest of these tattoos are actually going to be looking like, it'd actually be like it would be like this. There'd be like previously there was like a black strap that went across the shoulder, which is why we wouldn't have been able to see this tattoo. But it would have been like this, and then And then yeah, so just to roughly like mock in like what I think like the tattoo would be like, it'd probably be like like something on the chest to like mirror like a little bit of like what's happening with the forehead, and it would also be mirrored in the same sort of like crest sort of encircling sort of pattern here, um, coming up up on the sides as well, and then so how would that look with the snake and everything? Yeah, that part you wouldn't actually see at all. So then I guess like the rest of it though, like what you would see, not this you also wouldn't see, but I think this would be part of the pattern as well. Yeah, so then what you wouldn't see, or so what you would see actually though is I think there'd be like other shapes like radiating from it, almost like a sun type of pattern. So it could be like, be like like downward pointed, like some would be pointed outwards, except the hand's covering that up. Actually, I'm gonna hide the hand for a second. Uh, so like, yeah, some would be like radiating like outwards like this, and then like out like this as well. I think this is like what it would look like, kind of, if you could see the whole thing. But I don't think we're gonna see the whole thing. So how does this look with the hands and the snake? That's fine, I guess. That's fine. Basically, it's like a little blue belly button. Uh, yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Does that look weird? How's it actually? How does it look at full size? You really it's not even noticeable. All right, so huh? Is the snake covering up too much of the tattoos? Like you kind of can't even see the tattoos anymore, just because the snake is there. I could change that a little bit, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, right. So I know I've been nudging at the snake for probably too long already, but just gonna nudge it slightly more, just for the sake of, of bringing it up, so as not to, yeah, I think if there's just that like light line between the snake and the tattoo, like the light skin tone there, I think it'll just like that'll just show enough more of the tattoo so that you don't completely like lose the the idea of the tattoo when oops, I meant to use a bigger brush. You don't completely like lose the concept of the tattoo as the snake is covering it. I think that'll probably be a little bit better. Again, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like I just don't want the tattoos to disappear completely. Is that going to be the next avatar? Yes. Didn't they? Oh, I've only watched 2 seasons of The Legend of Korra. So I won't say anything. I was gonna say something, but it would have been like partial spoilers for what I would have said, and then by saying it, I would have invited spoilers back to me. So I'm just gonna skip it entirely. I've only watched the first two seasons of the second season of The Legend of Korra. Was really interesting. I really appreciated like the if you've seen it, you'll know that there's like a few episodes in the middle that are like kind of a departure, and like I thought those were really nice, really cool. Well done. Uh, what did I miss? Apparently I missed something. Oh, you. Sorry. Whoops. What did I just? Oh, whoop, unban. Oh wow. I just accidentally hit the permaban button. I didn't mean to hit the permaban button, but I did actually mean to hit the 1 hour ban button because you're just being disruptive at this point, Sogom. So I'm sorry. You are getting a 1 hour ban just because, like, literally, I joke about this stuff, but that's like disruptive, and I literally can't have it. So you, you, it's literally unwelcome here. So right. Let's not waste much time on that garbage. So yeah, so right, so I'll update the snake neck in a few other places, like here and here and here, and save these, and then so I'll squish the tattoos onto the torso, and update the torso, on layer here, and layer here, oops, nope, wrong layer, layer, here, and layer here. There we go. Alright, cool. So this is mostly monkey. Monkalicious. Oh yeah, the script. Thank you. Thank you, Protospasm. That is about exactly how much time the script should have been down for. So let's bring it back. And the graphics are just gonna look a little. Hey, we're even in the snow, right where we left off. Here, I'll activate away mode too, so that way you can have a nice fresh event right off the top. So I changed my mind actually. So I'm banning you for the rest of today because because you're being literally malicious there. Not grossly malicious, but that was literally an act which had no value except harassment. Again, it was not a grievous offense. You were just you were just disrupting me. You were just you're basically just throwing rocks at me, and it's you know what? To heck with you. Go away. Literally go away. You don't have to. And actually, that's a little harsh. You don't literally have to go away. You just have to stop fricking doing that. And if you can't be trusted to stop doing it of your own accord, I'm going to make you stop. So that's what that's about. Again, you're welcome here. You're welcome to participate here. You're not welcome to be a troll here. All right. So yes, now we can export these assets. I still don't know exactly where we're going next, but I at least know what we've done here, and it's this, and cool. Okay, so yeah, good. These are pretty well contained. There are 4 layers to the familiar. So we'll need to do extents. So I guess I think it's just a matter of which one goes furthest down, because I don't think none of them actually so this one, does this one go furthest down? No, this one goes furthest down. Alright, so it's a few extra pixels from this one. This one goes furthest to the side. So we'll go as such, and right, so we can. Sogam! Thank you so much for your generosity, I guess? No, thank you. Sogam donates $2 and says, well, how will you ban these messages? I'm one step ahead of you. And yes, you clearly are. Thank you very much, Sogam. I appreciate that even if you're not necessarily a model participant, right off the bat, I do appreciate that you have a good sense of humor and that you're able to stay, some people, one thing that I have difficulty with in moderating is kind of explaining things without people getting upset or offended, and it does. So I will say it does really help that if I'm going to moderate someone, it really helps that that person might keep a sense of humor about it, or at least be, if not keep a sense of humor, at least not freak out. And you definitely don't freak out. You do way better than that. You actually remain fun, and that, I mean, there's something great to be said about that. So I do appreciate that very much, and I hope you know that. So all right, this is actually too big. This is I've got one too many pixels. Not that it matters. One too many pixels is I could totally live with that. But whatever. I'm just gonna fix it. All right, so these are extents on the snake. So copy from the empty layer onto all these other empty layers. Empty, empty, and this covers this covers extents. Whoa, wait, why are there two hissy faces? Oh, I guess I just never deleted the tongue the second time. There's only supposed to be one hissy face. Snake. So, oh yeah, let's go up to the familiar layer. The old familiar layer. I probably make that joke subconsciously, or like without even really thinking about it. This is probably too often, so I'll try and not do that. Alright, so now from the familiar layer, familiar, I could get rid of the concept layer, considering we now have like the real deal. Although I do like, once I'm done with like making character art, I do like to look back at the concept that like initiated the whole thing and like laugh at how dumb it looks. That is one thing that I should do the data before I do the other stuff. This was the projects folder that I had open for that other reason. Equipment, familiar. So this will be so this will be new folder snake on you. Yeah, yesterday I was thinking I would actually move the snake to like not the familiar slot. I'd move it to like some other does influence still work? I think influence should still work. I hope it works, because well, actually, let's see. Who declared? Who did declare? Okay, yeah. That that seems a little bit, 4% seems a bit low. How many people participated? Yakimus chose 2 options. Asado chose 1 option. The math might be off on... I might need to fix the math on... Oh, no, I know, yeah, thank you for calling that out, Protospasm, because, yeah, that does look off, and I know exactly why, too. We're calculating the influence in 2 places, but we need to calculate it in 3 places, and so right now, some players are having, like, basically 0 effective influence. New players, specifically. I did it when we load player data, and I did it when we level up a player, but I'm still not doing it yet on the situation where a new player enters the game. So I think it only happens at level 0. I think as soon as you level up, or no, actually I think as soon as you gain experience, it should update your influence correctly, but when you start the game, yeah, you start with the wrong amount of influence. So I'm just going to fix that real quick. So add player. Oh no, I was wrong. We do set effective influence. Oh no, right, no. Like I just said, we set it if we set effective influence if like if we loaded that data. Otherwise, yeah, no. Okay, so the other thing that we do is so else exp equals 0, and then we do it here. Oh, so actually, I guess we could just, instead of doing it those 2 separate places, we could just do it after. So like basically, after we figure out how much experience the player has, for either reason, then we can calculate their influence. So influence base is a value, and then so we know that their experience is, yeah. So influence power. Yeah, so that should be better. We're doing this also, like we're doing this when we add experience too, right? We should be at any rate. Let's double check. Because that would be harder to notice. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so when we add experience, we set the effective influence. Okay. So, all right. Yep. So it won't be until the script restarts. but I think it's only affecting new players. I think if it loads a player's data, or if that player gains experience, I think it should update the effective influence. So yeah, so to reassure, um, influence still worked correctly. The effective influence, which I switched over, I started using effective influence for the event system, specifically with those outcomes, because uh, instead of recalculating it every time, we just like save it as a value now, and I mean, we don't even save it out to data. We just like calculate. How long have I been working on this project? I started this project back in November or October. No, October. Late October of last year. And I started working on it in earnest. Well, I worked on it on and off, like, part time for like a few months. And then I've been I've been spending like more and more time on it. So like now I'm working on it like basically full time. But like it's been a gradual like ramp up, I guess. Because I had a bunch of side projects and like other things that were distracting me. But now it's my main focus. So yeah. I probably put like if you like took the whole time I've worked on it and like squished it down, I probably put like a solid like 4 months of development into it, like 4 or 5 months of development over the course of like 6 or 7 months. Yeah. So let's yeah, right. So we were exporting snakes, I think, or we were about to. Snake on you. New. Oh yeah, the thing I was gonna say. The other day I talked about, or yesterday I talked about putting the snake in like the back slot, or like like putting it in as like an accessory, and then adding a separate familiar. I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm instead going to use this as an opportunity to accomplish something that I meant to do a while back, but or like that I've wanted to do for a while, but I never really knew how to do it. And that is, I want to offset like when you get the like, so right now the way it works is like you finish an armor set, like you finish an equipment set, and then the very next level you get a familiar. And like the thing about that is that I like sending out gifts for players who complete an armor set and for players who get a new familiar, but I didn't necessarily want them to be back to back like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the snake as part of the equipment set as an excuse, or like as an opportunity to like prolong so basically what's going to happen is you complete the monk set, and then you're going to actually start getting your next armor set, and you'll keep the snake for a little while longer, and then like halfway through the next armor set, then we'll switch familiars, and then so it'll be staggered. So it'll be like, so instead of being like every 6 levels you get 2 gifts, it'll be like every 3 levels you get a gift. And yeah, yeah, I think that yeah, and I think that's the direction I kind of want to go with it. Rocksmith 2014, is that a thing? Huh. I don't think I've ever played. Oh, no, I know what that is. That's the game with the that was like the other game that did like the real guitar thing, right? For reference, Rock Band did it first. Just saying. But that's like that other game that did something like that. I think Rock Band did it first. I know they did it. Well, I mean, with game development, it's hard to say like who did something first, because like even if 2 projects like come out like a month apart, like they both got started like years earlier, right? So like I don't know who did it first. Like yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it was Rock Band though. Not to brag or anything. I'm just pretty sure. All right, so what are the data coordinates here? 65.5, 38.77. Save that, and then right. So now we can start exporting the snakes on a monk. Oh, what happened to the torso? Something happened to the torso here, and I don't know what. I'm just gonna put it back in real quick because I have no clue what happened to the torso here. All right. Oh, it must have. No, I just have no clue. All right, so yeah, back to what I was doing with the snake. Copy snake, file, new, okay, paste, save. I think this snake piece looks even weirder than the last snake piece. Um, so what is this? Oh yeah, this is equipment, familiar, snake on you, and this is layer 1, or frame 1. Alright, save that. Or no, this is frame 0. Did I save it? Yes, I said 1, but I typed 0, which is the important part. Familiar, copy, file new, okay, paste, save, this is 0A, and then familiar, copy, new, okay, paste, save, this is 1, the actual 1, and then familiar 1A, copy, new, okay, paste, save, this is 1A. Alright, snake on you. Yes, Rock Band used a real, actual electric guitar, and they did it first. Band Fuse? I think it was Band Fuse. No, Rock Band used an actual, real electric guitar, and they did it first. I'm pretty sure they did it first. Like I said, I mean, like, I won't go into details because, like, when I worked at Harmonix, I was under confidentiality agreement, and I haven't bothered to like research exactly like what I am allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. Basically, I just don't say anything. Like, I just don't talk about my time there because I don't know what is legit and what will get me in legal trouble. So, so I won't go into detail, but I can say with certainty that well, no, I'll just stop talking right now. Okay. That's my solution to it. Hey, congratulations! I missed you leveled up, but congratulations to you. Um, so, Alright, so, oh yeah, the chest is the other thing that I have to take extents on. So, to take extents on the chest, oh yeah, but the chest is only one image, so this will be really quick. In order to get extents, though, I'm going to hide, like, a bunch of the other layers. I'm going to hide the familiar layer. I'm going to hide the face layer. I'm going to... I'm gonna hide the hands layer 0. I'm gonna hide the legs layer 2. No, legs layer 0. And what the heck? I'll hide the hands layer 2. Oh, I never exported the tattooed hands. Yeah. Am I accounting for that in the order? What do the gold stars above the player's head? The gold stars represent players who are doing the best right now. So for example, the player, right, so when you participate in an event, you choose outcomes, or you choose, when you participate in an event, you choose actions, and then depending on the outcome, those actions are either like perfect or nice or neither of those things. That determines how much experience you get in the event. It also determines how much energy you get. Unlike experience, energy slowly drains. So the players with the highest energy level are the ones who have the stars. And so basically, like, experience is like a representation of how well you've done, like, over the course of the history of the game. But like the stars represent like how well anyone is doing, like, right now. And so, like, if you stop playing or if you start failing, then you'll lose the stars. But if you do well, then you'll gain the stars, and like it's constantly like recalculating. So, like, it's basically like it's like we don't really have like a leaderboards in this game, but like it's kind of like for the people who are like feeling a little competitive, like, you can, if you were inclined, you could compete for the gold stars or whatever. I don't know. So that's what that's for. Okay, so I was looking at the future order because do I have something for like when we lose the banner? We have the arm tattoos. No familiar is not really a thing. Snake on you is the thing instead. Right, this is part of the same. This is part. Oh, arm tattoos. Yeah. Okay, we do have it. Arm tattoos banner. Arm tattoos. Yeah. We haven't exported it yet, but we are accounting for having to set up the arm tattoos. Okay. And so chest tattoos, arm tattoos, and then I don't know what next comes after that. Okay. And I guess not that it's ever actually going to show up in game or anything, but I guess while I'm here, there's no harm in like drawing in the rest of these tattoos. Should be like basically just that. Basically just that is all. So important, so super important. And then actually, I don't know. I guess there'd probably be like some sort of tattoo thing going on here as well. Yeah, actually, wait, maybe this will be like a band that like goes up and behind the back sort of thing. Something like that. But like, right, the parts that I just drew in, like, those actually never get seen in the game. A lot of what I drew here with the chest tattoo doesn't actually get seen in the game. I just like, I don't know, whatever. I guess I just literally drew that for myself and for you guys just now. It's backstory, right? It's backstory. We're just fleshing out the backstory of this tattoo. Right, so from the chest layer, copy. Oh yeah, so let's set up the data file. This is this equipment, chest. What did I call this one? Chest tattoo, I think. Just like chest tattoo. Yeah, chest tattoos. New folder. Chest tattoos. And then so the data file, new text document. What is it? It's like, so it's like data.txt, and then it's 65 40 26 25. Yeah, save that. And yeah, so let's export this. So copy, new, okay, paste, save as equipment, chest tattoos, and this is frame 0, or frame 2. There's only frame 2. Yeah, this is the whole thing. I'm banning you for an hour, Asado. You realize I worked at Harmonix for 6 years. You're posting a freaking link to a Rock Band controller? I will literally punch you in your face if you do that to me in person. I'm not actually serious. I'm speaking hyperbolically. But like, think of what you're freaking doing. You jerk. You insensitive jerk. Like, you're being like an arrogant little jerk right now, and like, go away. No, I mean, don't actually, but like, like, if you're going to be participating in this chat channel, I hope you can understand like why that's unacceptable. Christ. Oh, sorry. That's. I did not mean to blaspheme just then. I apologize, because I'm just like, seriously, like eat like a piece of like rotten fruit or something, you jerk person, is how I feel about that particular person right now. So deselect. I'll be honest, I'm a little on edge just because I've had to do way more moderating than I like. Like I said earlier, I don't like moderating. Like, if you want to see me angry, like, make me moderate. Like, that's a really great way to like get banned and to see me angry, is like, make me moderate. Don't actually though. I mean, because like I said, I will ban you and say mean things to you too. I'm not above it. Like, if someone's a troll to me, I'll troll you right back. And by troll you right back, I mean, like, call you a jerk face and tell you to eat rotten fruit. I was just improvising. I was just ad-libbing. Just, like, saying how I felt about the current situation. Oh, yeah, so the hands. Hands level 2. Oh, so I probably shouldn't have shown all these layers again. This time I'll deactivate the chest layer and oh, yeah, no, people who like, I'll ban people from chat if they're being trollish, but if people literally circumvent the rules of Twitch, which is like by making like clone accounts, like I'll report you. I will get you banned from all of Twitch. So like keep that in mind. While we're on the topic of like me like responding to your being terrible people by like taking measures that I don't want to take, like I'll go nuclear if you want to go nuclear. Like hey, here's an even better idea. It's like let's just be like people who are not complete jerks. Like maybe that, like right? Like maybe just don't all of us be complete jerks. Like that's another completely valid option, right? Um, if we decide, and by we I mean you, decide that like we should be like complete jerks, I'm happy. I'm not happy. I'm furious, but I will be complete jerks with you guys. Um, I'll ban you. I'll get you as banned as I possibly can get you, and you'll deserve it too. Is the great part, and by great I mean like, I guess the silver lining of like the terrible cloud that like horrible jerk people summon over the internet. Like you get banned and you deserve it because you are a horrible person, and that behavior it just shouldn't be happening. It's like ridiculous, and I I don't know. Like I hope if nothing else, it's at least clear how I feel about this stuff because uh like I'm gonna I won't say much more on this topic, but I will say like there's something that really must be understood. And by like must, I don't mean like it's mandatory. I mean it's optional. Like there are so many people who don't understand this. And those people are such like with all due respect, just abject failures at life. So in order to like qualify as like a human, there are like certain there are like I don't know. Like I said, I won't go much. I won't talk about this at length. But there's a very like fundamental way in which you do not qualify if you can't accept like these certain things. Um, what am I doing? Oh, data. I'm setting up data for the hands. So for equipment, hands. This is hand tattoos. New folder. We have hand tattoos banner, but this is hand tattoos without the banner. And wait, why do we not have hand tattoos banner? Did I forget to export the hand tattoos banner? Oh, arm tattoos banner. Right, it's not hand tattoos, it's arm tattoos. Whoops. Whoops. I was like, what? Why are those assets missing? Arm tattoos. Okay. This one's much simpler. This one just has 2 layers and simple text document. Data.txt. This is a very small thing as well. If we switch over to this tool, it'll tell us the pixel coordinates, which are 65, 52, 36, and 13. Yeah. Alright, so cool. Right, so now we can export these images. I do feel better. Part of the reason I rant, like when people like troll us in chat, is because as soon as I'm done ranting, it's like I literally feel better. It's like all I can do, right? Like I can't make people stop being jerks. All I can do is respond accordingly and do as much as I can to like kind of explain like what's wrong with the situation, like why action was taken. And like I said, I hope I am being clear on those points. Like I hope I am expressing myself well. So I guess like I don't mind answering questions about trollish behavior because like this channel is about game development, but like talking about like streaming in general is like closely related because I think like I think game dev streaming is like a really great thing. So, I mean, I stream because it's a way to like, you know, promulgate information about game development. But if while promulgating information about game development, we talk about streaming as a mechanism for that purpose, and therefore like how to stream well, that's fine too, I'd say. All right, so this is layer 0. Whoops. Wait, what? Oh, why did I have the open dialog? Oh, right. No, I meant to say, so copy from hands layer 0, copy new, okay, paste, save as equipment, hands, arm tattoos, 0, okay, and then hands layer 2, copy, file, new, okay, paste, save, oops, I didn't name that one correctly, did I? This is layer 2. Yes, okay. Okay. And then, in case anyone was like, in case any non-trolls were like legitimately interested in what I was talking about earlier, hey, let me Google that for you. Rock band real guitar. Is this the real guitar or the fake real guitar? Because there were 3 guitar controllers. There's the traditional, or there's there's like the classic Rock Band guitar controller. There was the, I think this one is the fake real guitar, which has it has individual fret buttons, and it has like strings. Like you can't really see it very clearly here, but like it had a, oh, that's not what I was looking for. It had like yeah, it has like hundreds of little buttons. I think hundreds of little buttons all up the thing that represent the individual like frets and strings of the thing, and then it has like little like stringy things that you actually pluck to activate. But then there was also that was like the quasi real guitar. There's also the like the actual real guitar, which was, oh yeah, this one. So this was actually like literally a real guitar that we were talking about earlier. Which, wait, was this it? I thought it looked different. I thought the neck looked different. Well, okay. Well, yeah, it says Squier Rock Band controller, so maybe this is it. Maybe I just haven't seen it in a while. But then, yeah, then there was like literally the literal actual guitar controller. So, anyways, then isn't that amazing? I punched like 4 words into the internet, the exact 4 obvious words that like you would obviously punch in order to find that information, and I found that information. Isn't that wonderful how that works out? All right, yeah. So for the rest of the monk, I don't know what I want to do. I guess so. I might just like chill with like this for now. Because like I don't have to like put in like, you know, I mean like I tend to do these armor sets like all in one big piece, but like there's no reason I have to do it that way. So like oh, I just noticed something. Not a big deal, but like there's a little fleck of green right there, so that's gonna annoy me, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. So if I open up oh, how many of these files is it in? Probably just the one. So I'm just gonna quickly open up equipment, familiar, snake on you, layer 0, because there's just like, it's really not going to make a huge difference. There's just a couple of green pixels down here. Save that. Okay, that's better. And, yeah, so save all these, because these are good. Good stuff. Or whatever. And, let's yeah, I think, well, okay, so I'll convert the game to well, should I do that yet? No, yeah, I'll do this. So the other thing to do is like I have this future order document, but I also have like the actual order document. So I should update the actual order document with the future stuff. So it goes, yeah. So after snake, it goes arm tattoos banner. Yeah, it goes like all these things here. So we can just move these over here. And so now the art is part of the game, but we still don't have the level messages. So we'll need to do those next. So let's while we still have this on the clipboard, let's go to journey, game data. Did I? Yeah, I did the GIF for the snake already, so I don't actually have to do a new GIF now. I just need to do level messages. Yeah, down here. So we'll add these on, and so for most of these, we don't really do anything. It's only the ones that